Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning class. So today we are going to start the graph theory. Already our previous part is completed. So today we are start the graph theory. So we are just wait for 1 and 2 minutes to join others. After that we will start our class. We just for 1 minute to join others. After that we will start our class. Shall I start our class? I think I can start our class. So today we are going to learn about the graph theory. So I'm sharing my screen. So today we are going to learn the graph theory. Actually, if G be a graph, G says that it consists of V and E. V means the V is equal to set of vertices and E is equal to set of edges. Right, now look at here. If we say that this is V1, this is V2, this is V3, and this is V4, and it is E1, it is E2, and it is E3. So this is a graph G, where G consists of the 4 vertices and 3 edges. Vertices means the point from where the edges are coming. See V1 to V2, line joining V1 to V2, that is called edge. So edge is denoted by small e, and vertices, that means vertex, are denoted by small v. So small vi are the vertices and small ei are the edges. So V is a set and E is a set. E consists of all set of edges and V consists of all set of vertices. So for a graph generally denoted by G, G such that V comma E. V is the set of vertices and E is the set of edges. Now, what is the vertex? The dots used in a graph is called vertex. This dot at the vertex. This is V1, V2, V3, V4. These are the vertex. Now we are going for the definition of edges. EDGE, edge. The lines joining certain pair of dots, joining certain pair of vertices are called edge. So here V1 and V2, two vertices, they are joining with this line, that is E1. So E1 is the edge. So two vertices. So set of vertices, set of edges. And for this edge E1, V1 is the starting vertex and V2 is the end vertex, right? So V1 is the starting vertex and V2 is the end vertex for the edge E1. Now another thing is called self loop. If any path is here like that, V1 to V1, V3 to V3, that is also a edge. This is also one edge, V1 to V3. This one is called the self loop. Self loop. If there is more than one path between any two vertices like that, it is we can say that it is the E4 and then it is E5. Here E1 and E5, E1 and E5 are parallel edges. Parallel edges. Right, if for any two pair of the vertices more than one edges are there, then they are called the parallel edges. Here for vertices V1 and V2, there are two edges E1 and E5, so they are called the parallel edges. And self loop means if there are any vertex which starting from that vertex and ending on that vertex, that is called the self loop. For the self loop, starting and ending vertex are same. Starting and ending vertex is same. If the starting and ending vertex is same, then it is called the self loop. Here the starting vertex is V3 and ending vertex also V3. So E4 is called the self loop. And E1 and E5, there are two vertices, V1 and V2. Between them, there are two paths. One is E1, another is E5. These are called the parallel edges. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we are going for the simple graph. Simple graph. A graph having no self loop and parallel edges is called a simple graph. So if in a graph there is no self loop and no parallel edges, then this graph is called the simple graph. Clear? For a graph, if there is no self loop and no parallel edges, then it is called the simple graph. Now we are going for next definition. Can I go for the next slide? Can I go for next slide?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Incidence. When a vertex is an end vertex, of an edge then the vertex and the edge are called incident to each other. When a vertex is an end vertex of an edge, for a edge, if it is the end vertex, then this vertex and the edge are called incident. Now next is adjacent vertices. Two vertices are said to be adjacent if they are end vertices of the same edge. V1, V2, V3. It is E1, it is E2. Here V1, V2 are the adjacents. Because of that, V1 is the end vertices of E1 and V2 also the end vertices of V2. So V1, V2 are the adjacent as well as V1, V3 also adjacent. Because of that, V1 and V3 are the end vertices of E2. Right? These are called the adjacent vertices. And these two E1 and E2 are called the adjacent edges. Right? So we are going for adjacent edge. Two non-parallel edges are said to be adjacent are said to be adjacent if they are incident to a common vertex. So the common vertex V1 is here. Two edges E1 and E2. Their ending vertex are V1, which is common. So V1 is the incident. Because of that, V1 is the last point of E1 and V1 is the last point of end point of E2. So from this V1, the two edges are coming. These two edges are called the adjacent. But if there is another edge here, which is called the parallel edge E3, E3 is not the adjacent. E1, E2 is adjacent and E1, E3 is adjacent. But here E2, E3 are not the adjacent vertices. Clear? Now degree of vertex. The number of edges incident to a vertex with self loop counted twice is called degree of the vertex. Degree of the vertex. Is it clear? And it is denoted by, it is denoted by degree of VI. Which vertex is given? Degree of VI. This degree of vertex is clear to everybody? What is the degree in this graph? What is the degree of V1?
3.
If we take one parallel edge here, then it is E1, E2, E3, E4. What is the degree of V2?
3.
What is the degree of V3?
4.
So it is clear that how many edges for the self loop we are taking the degree twice, because one is incoming, another is outgoing. So both are here. So for the self loop we are counted twice, right? So these are the degree of the vertices. Now we are going for even and odd vertices. Even and odd vertices. If the degree of any vertex is even, then it is called even vertices, vertex. And if the degree of any, this is the V2 is the odd vertex, as the degree of V2 equal to 3, which is odd, so V2 is the odd vertex. But in case of here V3, what is the degree of V3? 4. So which is even, so V3 is the even vertex. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it complete? Take the snapshot. These are the definition. It will be required to solve our problem. After that, I'll go for the next page. Can I go to the next page? Here we can write that degree of D of V1. Degree of V1 is equal to 1, 2, 3. That is odd. Degree of V2. Degree of V2 is equal to 3. So it is also odd. But degree of V3, that is equal to 4. So even vertex. So you can write this. Now we are going for the regular graph. Can I go to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Now we are going to start about the regular graph. A graph in which all vertices are of equal degree is called a regular graph. If we say that it is V1, it is V2, and it is V3. So what should I conclude from here? Degree of V1 equal to 2, degree of V2 equal to 2, degree of V3 equal to 2. So we can say that it is the two regular graph. Isn't it? V1, V2, V3, V4. Here degree of all vertices is 3, isn't it? Is this understood? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is it a regular graph? Is this one is a regular graph?
Yes, sir.
What regular graph is this? It can be say that
So 3 regular graph.
3 regular graphs. Right? So do you understood what is the regular graph? Degree of all vertices should be same. It may be 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe n. If it is n, then we can say that n regular graph. So degree of all vertices should be same. Then the graph will be called as regular graph. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So we are going for next definition. Here at first we have to make all those definition. After that we have to go for the problem. Now isolated vertex. Isolated vertex. So isolated vertex means there may exist some vertex which are not connected by any edge. So a vertex having no incident edge is called an isolated vertex, right? Look at here. If we make a graph that is V1, V2, V3, V4, and here is a V5. So this graph consists of, for this graph, G such that V is equal to, it is E1, E2, and it is E3. V is equal to V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. So there are 5 vertices and set age is equal to E1, E2, E3. So here the vertex V5, it is not connected with any edge. So this edge, this is called the isolated vertex. Is it clear? In other words, what is the degree of V5? What is the degree of V5?
0.
0. So in other words, we can give the definition of isolated vertex, a vertex whose degree is 0. Clear? A vertex whose degree is 0. That is called the isolated vertex. A vertex having degree 0. And this V1 and V4, they are called the pendant vertex. Pendant vertex. A vertex having degree 1, na? For V1 degree is 1. A vertex having degree 1 is called the pendant vertex. V4 also pendant, na? Isn't it? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these are the isolated vertex and pendant vertex. Instead of our general definition, if we go with the degree, then we can say that a vertex whose degree is 0 is called isolated vertex. A vertex whose degree is 1, that is called the pendant vertex. Pendant means which is hanging, na? This V1 look like the hanging with this V2. This V4 is like look like the hanging into the V3. Girls are know very well now what is the pendant. There is some ornament which is called the pendant, no?
Yes, sir.
So these are the definition of isolated vertex as well as pendant vertex. If we say that it is a graph, V1, V2, V3, V4. Is this a graph? Is this one, this picture is a graph?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir. This is also a graph. This kind of the graph having no edge is called the null graph. A graph which having no edge. Graph which having is called null graph. Right? This is also a graph which having no edge. That is called the null graph. Now we are, is it understood? A graph which having no edge, that is called the null graph. Generally, we know that for a graph, it must be certain edge and certain vertices. If there is no edges, only the vertices, then we can say that the given graph is a null graph, right? That is also a graph, but it is a null graph. Is it possible a graph having the edge but does not having the vertex?
No.
No, sir.
Because of that, edge will be constructed with the help of two vertices. No? So this kind of the possibility cannot be there. Now we are going for the next definition, that is the complete graph. a simple graph is called a complete graph if each pair of distinct vertices is joined by an edge. Joined by an edge. Is the definition understood? What is a simple graph? What is a simple graph? Here is given that a simple graph is called a complete graph. So at first we have to know that what is the simple graph. Tell me someone, what is the simple graph?
The graph having no
Sir.
self loop and parallel edges.
Okay. So it is a simple graph. It should be say that the complete graph if each pair of the distinct vertices is joined by an edge. That means if the graph is consisted of V1, V2, here is V3, V4, right? Or maybe here V5. So V1 and V2 distinct pair, so it must be joining by an edge. Again, for V1 to V4 distinct edge, it must be joining by an edge. V1 to V2, it is two distinct pair, so it is also joining by an edge. V1 to V3, that is also joining by an edge. Clear for V1? Which are the distinct pair of V1, V2, V3, V4, V5? So V1 having edges with V2, V3, V4, V5. Now look at that V2. For V2, which are the distinct pair? V1 is the pair already having it. There is V3, there is no having edge. So we have to make one edge. V2 and V4 also the distinct pair of vertices. So we have to make one edge between V2 and V4. Then V2 and V5, that is also distinct pair. So there is also having one edge. Clear? Now look at V3. V3 and V1 is the distinct pair of the vertices. So they are having one edge. V3 and V2 distinct pair of the vertices. They are having one edge. Again, V3 and V4 are the distinct pair of the vertices, but there is no edge. So we have to make one edge. Clear? Again, V3 and V5, they are the distinct pair of the vertices, but there is no edges. So it's also having one edge. Clear? Now we have to go for the V4. V4 and V1, there is an edge. V4 and V2, there is an edge. V4 and V3, there is an edge. But V4 to V5, there is no edge. So we have to make one edge. Now we look at V5. V5, V1, there is an edge. V5, V2, there is an edge. V5, V3, there is an edge. V5, V4, there is an edge. So can you say that it is a complete graph from the definition? It is given that each pair of distinct vertices is joining by an edge. Clear? Each pair of V1, V2, V1, V3, V1, V4, V1, V5, again V2, V1, V2, V3, V2, V4, V2, V5, for V3, V3, V1, V3, V2, V3, V4, V3, V5. For V4, V4, V1, V4, V2, V4, V3, and V4, V5. And for V5, V5, V1, V5, V2, V5, V3, V5, V4. Is it clear what is a complete graph?
Sir,
Yes,
can
sir.
we simply say that each vertices are connected to each other?
Each
Each vertices
Each-
are connected to each other.
Yes, you can say that. Complete graph generally denoted by capital K. And having 5 vertices for this, we can say that this is the K5. Complete graph with 5 vertices. Now look at here. As it is a complete graph with 5 vertices, degree of V1 is what? What is the degree of V1?
4.
Degree of V2?
4.
4.
Degree of V3?
4.
Degree of V4? Degree of V5? All
4.
having 4, na? So can we say that it is a 4 regular graph? Can you say that it is a 4 regular graph?
Yes, sir.
So from here, can we conclude that every complete graph is regular? Every complete graph is a regular graph. Can we conclude this? Every complete graph is a regular graph.
Yes, sir.
Is it vice versa?
No, sir.
Every regular graph is a complete graph.
No, sir.
Give an example. Is it a regular graph?
Yes, sir.
What regular it is?
2.
Is it a complete graph?
No, sir.
Because of that, there is no edge between V1 to V3. There is no edge between V2 to V4. Clear? So every complete graph is a regular graph, but converse is not true. That means every regular graph is not a complete graph. Clear? Complete graph means for each and every pair, pair of vertices, there must be an edge. But for the regular graph, degree of the all vertices should be same. That is regular graph. Is it clear what is the difference between regular graph and complete graph? Regular graph does not mean that it has to be complete graph, but every complete graph must be a regular graph, na?
Sir,
Bolo.
sir, on the LMS, you have uploaded this scanned copy of book, sir. Please, can you please upload the sir this handwritten notes too?
This one.
Yes,
Actually,
sir.
it
These
is
are
too much time taking. Actually, it is too much time taking. At first, I have to take the snapshot. Then I have to change it into the PDF. Then I have to upload it. It is too much heavy, but still I'll try it. Right?
yes, sir. It will be
So,
easy for us.
okay, I try it for Sunday, na? Okay, I'll try it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, so for today's class, there is no time is left.